Hi everybody. Generally I don't cook. I don't have much to do with the kitchen at all. But here I've made cookies and attached what follows my remarks is cooking. I have cooked for you before, I must say. I showed you how to make my favorite sandwich, the peanut butter and cheese on a squashed old moldy hamburger bun. Do you remember that one? You should. It didn't go over well. So what follows is cooking. I'm making my pasta gravy, and I thought, well, maybe I'd just show you. Remember, this is not meant to be gourmet. It's just what I like. If you don't like it, too bad, so sad. I hope you enjoy it. I am making my pasta sauce, and in the pan I have a little bit of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. And in go the onions. As all of you know, I am not a cook. I don't cook, and if I don't knock the camera over, we'll be doing well. So you saute the onions for a little bit. Not that high. You don't want really them to brown. You just let them sweat, as they say on the TV. See my spurtle? And a little pinch of salt. And a twist of fresh ground pepper. As Rachel Ray says, we're layering the flavors. And now I'm going to put in my shredded carrot and finely chopped celery. In it goes. And that's going to soften for about 5 minutes. So I'm pausing. It's sweated for about 5 minutes. I put in a little tiny bit more salt, but we won't tell Pat. And now I'm going to put in my little bit of garlic that I chopped. That was 1 clove. Never want to put the garlic in at the beginning, because if it goes brown, it's gone bitter. And I can't stand that. It makes me want to spit all those things out. So the garlic just sautés for about a minute. Then, when you come back, in the meantime, while the garlic is sautéing there, when you come back, you're going to see an empty pot, because I'm going to take all this stuff out, and then I'm going to brown my meat. Then I'll put all this stuff back in. I just put the ground beef in, and you saute that. Then add a little bit of salt, some more cracked pepper, and you just let it brown. I like it all loose and not clumpy. I'm not making meatballs here. I'm making a soft sauce, or gravy, sort of. I like a little bit of cumin. Not too much. Instantly makes me think of chili. And okay, so it's browning. It's not so pink anymore. I'm going to turn it up, make it a little bit hotter, and I'm putting in a splash of red wine. And the wine that we're using today is Chateauneuf. It's a takeoff on Chateauneuf, as you can imagine, I guess. And it is a red French wine, a Burgundy, and I'm putting in a splash. Now see, it should have sizzled. It's not hot enough. Okay, that's enough. It doesn't take much to just give it a taste. And you let that all sort of cook down. The wine has reduced, as you can see, and the meat is nicely sort of purple. Purple. I said purple. And now we put in a little bit of tomato paste. And you stir that all in. It doesn't take much. I would say that would have been about a tablespoon or so. If you don't have red wine, you don't have to use that. You can use a little bit of vermouth or white wine, I don't care. And if you don't have that, you can use just chicken stock or beef stock. Now that onions and celery and carrots go back in, and tomatoes. And I think I'm going to put in some beef stock. So I'm using a little bit of beef broth, just a little. And all of those tomatoes are going to melt. And because I didn't take all the skins off, when the tomatoes have all melted, I have to take every one of those skins out of there because I don't like that. I just have to one at a time. See, here's one right here. That has to come off. I don't like that. Usually I count and see how many tomato quarters I put in there, and then count each skin when I get them out. Here's another. Oh, that's still got stuff on it. Okay. There, it's sort of all boiled down, reduced. It's going to simmer a little bit longer. And I took all of the skins out. See? All of the nasty tomato skins, I don't like that at all. And then the last thing that I put in is a pinch of red pepper flakes. It all looks very orange in the camera, but it's really not. Just a pinch. I don't like it too spicy. Okay, so that was 2 pinches. It's going to be too spicy. Well, I'll think of you when I'm having it. Now see, Pat won't eat this. This is just for me. That's why it's so little. And I'm going to freeze it in probably, that will probably give me 5 meals of spaghetti or pasta of some sort, any kind, doesn't matter. It smells good. I wish you could smell it.